King Kong ain't got shit
Diamonds in my
on
piece of
me.
chain, like the way I twing a lane. Diamonds in my piece of chain, like the way I twing a lane. Diamonds in my piece of chain, like the way I twing a lane. Diamonds, 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 like the way I twing a lane. Well, you know, yo, Hoe Don Chose. See me iced out and my wrists on roll. Diamonds in my necklace, diamonds in my watch and wrist. Diamonds in my piece of chain, like the way I twing a lane. Well, you know, yo, Hoe Don Chose. See me iced out and my wrists on roll. Diamonds in my necklace, diamonds in my watch and wrist. Diamonds in my piece of chain, like the way I twing a lane. Clean in my wrist, on roll, on roll. 20 G's on my wrist, gon' glow, gon' glow. Suck and fuck my watch and wrist, all that type of crazy shit. Been a pimp since 96, skipping school to chase a bitch. Now you know, yo, Hoe Don Chose. Ride clean, send tall, on roll, on roll. Never seen a pimp shine hard, I know. Bad bitch, have thick back roll. Cause she smoke roll, and she move low. She whip that shit so excellent, she bring it back to 96. Cause she smoke roll, and she move low. She whip that shit so excellent, she bring it back to 96. Well, you know, yo, Hoe Don Chose. See me iced out and my wrists on roll. Diamonds in my necklace, diamonds in my watch and wrist. Diamonds in my piece of chain, like the way I twing a lane. Well, you know, yo, Hoe Don Chose. See me iced out and my wrists on roll. Diamonds in my necklace, diamonds in my watch and wrist. Diamonds in my piece of chain, like the way I twing a lane. Rocks and stones around my neck, I tell them keep it moving. Pack it up and price it up and send it well. Going. Diamonds in my piece of chain, I definitely got them choosing. Say she wanna suck and fuck, I put her in a movie. Chain ain't no diamonds bling, that's the sun show. Say he never heard of G, I told him S.O. She know nobody on this microphone. I do this shit to every hoe. Play him to the left and shake him, never try to say that hoe. Beat it up, it's all I know. I rock across his action show. They move me to let them know it's jumping out the record store. Diamonds in my watch and wrist, diamonds on my neck and shit. Diamonds in my pinky ring, she like the way I do my thing. Well, you know, yo, Hoe Don Chose. See me iced out and my wrists on roll. Diamonds in my necklace, diamonds in my watch and wrist. Diamonds in my piece of chain, like the way I do my thing. Well, you know, yo, Hoe Don Chose. See me iced out and my wrists on roll. Diamonds in my necklace, diamonds in my watch and wrist. Diamonds in my piece of chain, like the way I twing a lane. Well, you know, yo, Hoe Don Chose. See me iced out and my wrists on roll. Diamonds in my necklace, diamonds in my watch and wrist. Diamonds in my piece of chain, like the way I twing a lane. Well, you know, yo, Hoe Don Chose. See me iced out and my wrists on roll. Diamonds in my necklace, diamonds in my watch and wrist. Diamonds in my piece of chain, like the way I twing a lane. Diamonds in my piece of chain, like the way I twing a lane. Diamonds in my piece of chain, like the way I twing a lane. Diamonds in my piece of chain, like the way I twing a lane. Diamonds, 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 like the way I twing a lane.